All right, good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's a great day here in the city of Atlantic City. I'm Mayor Marty, Senior Mayor of the great city of Atlantic City. We're here today to update the public, particularly the residents of Venice Park, on both bridges. As you know, our administration put out an emergency declaration last week. We got a report from our city engineer that the bridge was a public safety hazard and we had to take quick action. We issued an emergency declaration on July 29th. And what does the emergency declaration mean? It allows our administration to expedite contractual agreements, as well as it authorized us to close the bridge for vehicles over 3,000 pounds. So, to inform the public, we held a press conference through the city's website, through our various social media. We informed the residents what was going on. We tried our best to do a door-to-door campaign to alert residents with flyers. And we had a community meeting scheduled last week, but due to weather, we couldn't execute that meeting. But Atlantic City Police Department will have a presence at the bridge, stopping vehicles that are over 3,000 pounds. We are working with the 3rd Ward, 4th Ward Civic Association, and various council members to continue to get the word out. Now, the timeline on this project is as follows. We're estimating a 2 to 3 week wait while we do the repairs to the bridge to get the bridge weight limit over 20 tons, which is pretty much back to normal. During that time, Public Works has an aggressive trash schedule. I mean, this is something that we didn't expect, but we are dealing with it, and we're doing a great job. We had crews out 5:30 this morning to clean up the 2nd bridge. This is not a normal situation, but again, we make the necessary adjustments and move forward. We had crews from the LIT program, which is our youth workers, out there assisting and helping as well. The city has provided trash bags and alerted residents to please put their trash on the curb, and we get the requisite weight of the dump trucks, and we bring them back over the 1st bridge for further trash collection. Transportation, New Jersey Transit cannot cross the 1st bridge. They're parked at the 2nd bridge. We are doing our best to work with the residents who have needs to try to get some type of transportation. As we get that information available, we will make it public. Tonight is the resumption of the community meeting that was scheduled last week here at Dolphins Field, but the meeting will take place tonight at the 2nd bridge, at Soldiers Home, and during that meeting, we will discuss, which was the meeting was intended for, the 1st bridge construction, which is scheduled to begin on August 23rd and lasts approximately 6 months. During that time, one side of the bridge will be open at all times. There will be packets given out to the residents to let them know the different detour routes. Just understand that you will be covered by public health and public safety as we move forward to get these bridges done. I'm happy that the small administration is doing something about this. This is long overdue, and to be able to repair both bridges with funding from our federal partners, it truly makes it a great day here in the city of Atlantic City. Now, you'll receive packets with emergency details, and any changes to residential services will continue to be available on the city's website. And at this time, we will hear from our engineer, Ahiarakwe.
Thank you, Mayor. Welcome, everyone. I'm going to go through some of the things that we've already heard about, but I'm going to try and make them a little bit more detailed. 4 items, and they're going to deal with Bridge 1 and Bridge number 2. I want to start with Bridge number 2. Bridge number 2, with the Mayor's assistance, we've brought on board consultants to help us basically bring up the rating of the bridge. What that means is that starting on Wednesday, a firm has been brought in. We're going to try and restore the bridge to its ability, its initial rating. That way, all these issues we're going through right now will just disappear. They're going to start Wednesday, and by the 27th to the 29th, I had a meeting with them this morning, they'll be done. What that means is they're going to go up to the bridge and basically use informal procedures, structural procedures that we all know about, to give, in a very clear manner, give the bridge back its strength. Okay, so we won't be going through all these things. Then, once that's been done, we're going to still make repairs to the bridge. Repairs to the bridge have to be done. But what we're trying to do is, instead of, we're trying to soften the landing. These are things that have to be done. But we figured if we can restore the rating of the bridge to 20 ton and above, we won't have issues with trucks and things going across. So once we've done that, the second thing we're doing is we're going to do repairs that have been required to bring the bridge to spec. That's going to be happening. We think that's going to be happening. It's going to start probably, the design has already started. The design will take about 4 weeks. After 4 weeks, then we'll bring a contractor to make the repair. But let me say again, while we're doing all this, vehicles can use the bridge. Normal vehicles, trucks, once we made that repair. The third phase of what we're doing on bridge number 3 is, while all this is going on, we also have a firm that, you have any questions, ma'am? No, bridge number 2, ma'am. Bridge number 2. I apologize. Okay. While all this is going on, while all this is happening, we have a firm that's also designing the new bridge. We'll be done with the new bridge, the design, by next year, and then completion of the construction the year after that. So for bridge number 2, I did highlight 3 points. One is we're making the immediate repair to make sure no one's inconvenienced. Once that's done, we will come back and make repairs to the bridge. The repairs are just repairs that will kind of put the bridge in place until we start the replacement, which is in a year and a half. So that's with bridge number 2. Bridge number 1, we anticipate starting construction with bridge number 1 around the 23rd, 24th. We're going to have the contractor mobilized to start construction. The sign you see there belongs to the contractor, South State. They're the ones who are going to be doing the work on the bridge. So the mere fact that they've brought their flasher, I think should tell everybody we're already preparing to start work on bridge number 1. Literally, I think that's all I have. I mean, I hope I didn't go too fast.
Just a reminder for everyone, I know a lot of information is out there. This construction will take 2 to 3 weeks to get the bridge back up. I don't want people to be confused when he said sometime next year or the year after. We're talking about the new second bridge. So I just wanted to provide clarity just in case. Again, 2 to 3 weeks, things should be back to normal where all vehicles, regardless of the weight limit, should be able to cross the bridge. I just wanted to be clear. Again, the first bridge, which we'll have a meeting tonight, Soldiers Home at 6 o'clock, is scheduled to start construction around August 23rd. And I know last week we said 300 days, but you know, you'll go into winter and weather can affect it, but in reality, we should be done in 6 months. All right, now we'll hear from Chief Sarkos.
Thank you, Mayor. Good morning, everyone. As you can see behind me, we have an Atlantic City police officer stationed at the base of this bridge. That officer will be here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for the duration of this emergency order. As the mayor said, that's expected to last 2 to 3 weeks. And that officer is going to ensure that no vehicles weighing more than 3 tons or 6,000 pounds crosses that bridge. Thank you very much.
So what about the shuttles? Can y'all get shuttles to have to carry elderly people and everything across the bridge?
So the question was about transportation and possible shuttles?
Yeah.
Okay. Director can see us talk about our work transit. Do you want to do it? Okay. So we are working with New Jersey Transit and other transportation partners to explore all potential options, whether that is temporary bus stops closer to this side of the bridge, whether or not it's exploring temporary shuttles with vehicles that are under the weight limit that could go across to service residents. So right now we're exploring every option that's on the table. No final decision has been made, but as soon as that information is available, that information will come out from the mayor's office in the city, and our residents will be the first people to know that.
Does have light shuttle.
Yes. Yep, we are definitely aware of that.
There are a lot of seniors, disabled people who cannot take that walk all the way from there to here.
Absolutely. And the biggest concern for this administration is making sure that we make this as simple and as easy on residents as possible. We know that this is certainly an inconvenience, but safety is the priority here. We want to make sure that the bridge is safe, that you all are safe as you're crossing, and any additional services that we can put in place to make it a little bit easier on you guys is the priority.
And your notification means, I noticed yesterday that there were city employees handing out flyers of some type, but they never came to the apartment complex. They just hit the houses. And I watched that.
Okay, so we will certainly make sure that we circle back with apartment complexes that are on the other side of the second bridge to make sure that you guys get the same material as homeowners. The apartment complexes should also be receiving the 2 55-gallon trash bags that homeowners are getting, as well as the 1 30-gallon recycling bag, to make sure that you have the same materials to properly discard of your trash. The biggest thing, and the mayor touched on it, that we can ask right now is to please work with us when it comes to safely removing your trash. The last thing we want is to have a health concern or a health hazard, impacting Venice Park. So please, again, we know it's not ideal. Thankfully, it's only temporary, as we heard from the mayor and the city engineer, for about 2 to 3 weeks. But please, the biggest ask that we have for you is to work with us to make sure that trash is properly discarded so that we don't have any health or safety concerns. Any additional questions? Mayor, anything else you want to add?
And I, all right, go ahead. You have a question?
Question about the fire concern.
Yeah, the fire trucks have been one of our major concerns is ensuring you get emergency vehicles over there. So at this point in time, that is the only vehicle allowed to go over that bridge right now, is emergency services vehicles to keep the neighborhood safe, as well as EMS, ambulance, and fire. We are limiting, we're modifying our response a little bit, but we will be there to respond as we always have for fire and EMS.
Thank you.
Okay?
And again, to the good people of Venice Park, we want you to know that we're on top of this. This is something that we take extremely seriously. This is a crisis, but together, working together, we will get through it. And as we said, some things as far as emergency vehicles, that's a no-brainer. When it comes to saving lives, we acted on this as quickly and expeditiously as we could. And just bear with us through these times. And again, I want to remind everyone tonight, materials will be handed out about the first bridge. The second bridge came up while we were going to have the meeting about the first bridge. So we had to, adjust and adapt and, put things together in quick order. And as mayor of the great city of Atlantic City, I'm authorizing overtime to the public works workers to do anything that we can do to have this 2 to 3 week period as normal as possible. So you have our commitment, and we're going to get through this together. Any other questions?
How often is trash going to be picked up?
Well, I think this side of the city is on Thursday. So again,
One day.
yes, again, the trash we ordered. How many? 4?
We have three.
Well, he wanted 7, so he got 3. But we ordered trucks that are weight limit friendly. They grab the trash from the second bridge, they bring it over here. It's a tedious process, and just continue to please work with us and have patience and understand. If you see trash piled up, just don't think it's being ignored. We're going to get to it.
I don't understand why a 50-ton truck, fire truck can go over that bridge, and a 3-ton truck is limited there. Even
Well,
emergency services.
well,
Mr. There's a limit on it, right? If they're going at a rate of speed, that force is so great over there, I believe they should be stationed down there.
Mr. Bernice, I understand. It's a call that we have to make during an emergency. That's a situation where we have to do what we have to do to save a life or get someone to the hospital, or if it's a fire or anything else. That's a decision. That's a no-brainer versus regular vehicles.
This will be our last
Florida, I'm
question.
worried about this collapsing here. Well, is this in imminent danger of collapsing with this 50-ton truck going over it?
Mr. Bernice, we trust our engineers, we trust the professionals that we hired on an emergent basis, and those are the only vehicles that we're talking about crossing the bridge. I can't even cross the bridge.
I understand that. That's why I'm questioning it.
Yeah, I understand.
You know?
Well, that's why it's called an emergency. Any other questions? All right, thank you.
Please
Have a
join
great
us
day.
tonight.